What's going on, Vol Nation? It's your boy Vol Rising back with another video. Today we got more talk and we got stats. What more could you want? I don't give a rat's ass what y'all West Virginia fans think about me. I'm just a dude sitting in a chair talking about his Vols, and then somebody makes a video talking about my Vols. Of course I'm gonna respond. Now, last week's video was subpar to say the least. But I want to tell y'all West Virginia fans something. I'd rather have a Bush Jones for the past, 5 years, than a Dana Holgerson, or however you say his name. I mean, come on. The dude looks like a Billy Ray Cyrus mix with Joe Dirt. He's a drunk. It's pretty bad when your head coach would rather talk about his nutrition lady rather than his team. That should say something. Y'all suck. Even though you went like 7 wins last year, that's still nothing to brag about, even though y'all do. Now, that's true. We went 4-8. But so did y'all. Just in 2013, and then responded it back with a 7-6 season. Now, that raises some eyebrows, but it don't raise enough eyebrows. Y'all still suck in recruiting. Now, all we did since, I'd say, 2015 is recruit. I'm sure everybody can remember the amazing class we had in 2015, and there's still a bunch of players from that class on this team that y'all will get to freaking see this year. Now, I could say that Tennessee could have went 7 wins last year. I could even say that we could have won 8 if we hadn't given up, but yet we did. But this year, West Virginia, you're going to get drugged. With the likes of Jawan Jennings, Marquez Callaway, Brandon Johnson, not to even list their freaking running backs, and to even say that we're going to be better on defense. Now, given we gave like 400 yards a game up just on the ground last year, it should speak volumes about how much our defense has changed under Jeremy Pruitt. Now, West Virginia, you keep on boasting about how y'all beat Missouri, and I don't know how much y'all won by. I don't give a rat's ass about that. That's Missouri. That ain't Tennessee. But yet, before that game, y'all had a 5-game losing streak against the SEC. Not much to boast about, is it? Now, y'all keep talking about this 3-3-5 defense. Okay. We have a pro-style offense, and the more you look at it, it shows. Alright. How much success has a 3-3-5 defense had against a pro-style offense? Now, when pro-style offense first came out, people had loads of success against it. But the more plays that were installed and the more that you got through your head, you realized that the pro-style system was here to stay around, and it was tough to get past. People even tried the 3-3-5 defense and did not have much success. Me, in my opinion, I still don't think y'all have success in the year 2018. Now, in all actuality, we have to keep our offense out on the field. We have to make sure that our run game will work. What I keep doing, I keep looking at the rushing yards allowed from SEC teams against West Virginia. And it's promising for us Vols. West Virginia keeps talking about these 4 BCS games that they've won in, I guess, since the 90s or whatever. And 4 BCS bowl games isn't enough to brag about. Clearly not enough. And I watched a video this week about Greer versus Tennessee. And I was not impressed. Now, I remember that game and how much it broke me because we should have won that game that year. And if you throw that last touchdown pass 99 times, you're not going to hit your receiver. That was a broken coverage. That was Tennessee's defense fault. But when you go to a 3-4 on the last play of the game, what the hell do you expect? Now, for the stats part of this video. All right, both teams, we both have great players in our roster. And all of our players won't get the start. But here's the ones I see making a difference in this game. On West Virginia's side of the ball, you have Will Greer. Even though he had an injury last year against Texas, I believe it was, I do see him getting better and better as the season goes through. But to be honest, I do see him sort of trying to get his groove back into the game. Next, y'all have Yodny Kajust. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's a left tackle. Pretty big guy. I mean, heck, I'd take him on Tennessee's roster any day. Next, y'all have Hakeem Bailey. I'm pretty sure he's a JUCO transfer from last year. He's a pretty good kid. He's a ball hawk. Next, y'all have Dylan Tankery. I don't know how you pronounce it. My bad. He's a middle linebacker. I really like how y'all's defense is starting to lay itself out, even though Dana's been there 5 years. But with a program like West Virginia, I know it's hard to actually get great players coming in and out and in and out. But one thing I was surprised by is one of y'all's better players is actually the punter / kicker. That should say something about your freaking program. His name is Evan Stapley. But most of all, the best player I see on y'all's team is y'all's crippled wide receiver named David Sills. Now, in all honesty, the guy's really good. He's at least a second-round draft pick, if not the first-round draft pick. But for this game, I'm going to be really looking at y'all's tight ends to really step up and not only block, but y'all have to get some touchdown passes with these tight ends. If y'all plan on having any success with Tennessee's defense. But now for Tennessee's great players or players to watch, I'd have to list Darrell Taylor. He's an outside linebacker. I mean, the guy's great. The guy's pretty great. Next, Shy Tuttle. I'm sure Georgia fans know who the hell he is. He's a defensive tackle. He's had some pretty serious injuries the last 2 years. I believe his first injury was ACL tear against Georgia the year before we injured Nick Chubb. on a Jalen Reeves-Maben tackle. Next is Kyle Phillips. I remember watching the All-American game whenever he recruited. Well, I mean, not that he recruited, but that he committed. He's a defensive end, great kid. Of course, we have other great defensive ends that haven't seen the field, but this was the most proven guy, so I listed the most proven guy. Sorry if this video is a little bit long, though. I mean, I'm just trying to fill out as much as I can before the game starts Saturday. But speaking about Saturday, I'll be live streaming an hour before the game. So 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be live streaming for y'all. See what y'all think. Y'all better file in here. All right. Next, we would have Darren Kirkland Jr. Now, he was going to leave this year. I don't know what all's behind that, but I believe he was going to leave because he thought there was better players coming in behind him. I'm glad he stayed. I'm glad the coaching staff talked to him because we do need somebody that's proven at the linebacker position. Even though we're loaded now at the linebacker position, we still need somebody that's going to produce in and out like every single play. Next, we have Todd Kelly Jr. He's self-explanatory. He came from Webb. He's a Knoxville boy, safety. Of course, Marquez Callaway, great player. He really showed up the Georgia Tech game, and he's not stopped since. Juwan Jennings, self-explanatory. All you remember is the Hail Mary at Georgia. That's his most important catch. Next, Trey Smith. He had blood clots this year. He'll be tackling. He'll be in his groove for the West Virginia game. Next, Jonathan Kongbo. He's not produced like we thought he would, but him at the outside linebacker position gives him a little bit bigger burst of speed. So I see him getting a little bit more tackles, a little bit more sacks this year. Definitely tackles for loss. And the next would be Nigel Warrior. To me, he really hasn't showed all his potential. Yes, he's a great player. Yes, he was recruited high. But do we see that from him this year? There's players that we still could have went down through. But there's just so many. Stats, all time between us, we've never played before, so we don't really have much to list. Of course, I have a bunch of them listed, but we're only going to go through a couple since this video's running pretty long. Draft picks all time. Tennessee's 9th with 346, while West Virginia is 47th with 189. Now, just first round draft picks, we are 7th with 46 of them, while West Virginia is sitting at a measly 50th with 12. Now, the most important one that shows you a team's greatness is Tennessee is at 19 at weeks at number 1, while West Virginia is sitting at a big fat 0. In all honesty, I do believe this game's going to be a good game. I predict 34-31 Tennessee. I'll never pick any other team besides Tennessee to win a game, even if I'm wrong. I don't care to be wrong. A great man will always admit his wrongs. But I hope y'all love this video. I want to give a shout out to Mitch Max. Y'all can go follow him in, he mostly posts in volunteer football boards in Facebook. Just look up one and you'll probably find him. I may just even put a link to his Facebook or whatever in the description below. Give me about an hour to do that. And I'd like to shout out Carolina Jackpot. He's a good guy. Go sub this guy up. But most of all, I'd like to shout out BVD, Volunteer Roadshow, and Uncle Lou. They help me anytime that they can, and I appreciate them. So go sub them guys up as well. I hope y'all love this video. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. As always, God bless y'all. And go Vols, baby!